There you go.
That was in France, it didn't work. That's what it is, a profile card. Correct. Now, we will pass the hat around. You're gonna and let's see. Then we'll say God bless you all. God bless you. Please know we are opposed. Good work with you all. A wonderful sister and a second profile. Happy birthday, Joe.
Hello everybody, thank you all for coming. We are really happy you all can make it, even though you have thought. This all started when my mother mentioned the last time she was the guest of honor at a party was her wedding day. Which I thought was plenty. I left our house this thought was not right. So this all came about. And then I started thinking about what I'm going to say, about my mom. Say happy birthday. And all I could think of is that I can only think of her as my mom, and how loving and caring she is. And I and my mother's cross to bear. And when something is true, you gotta own it. And that's true. But you think I'd be enough for her, but it's not. I'm constantly looking to pick up other people's cross. I take on other people's troubles. I see her all the time, trying to help my brothers and sisters. He needs their trouble, he needs their pain. And help them out in any way you can. Maybe a little better. Just a bit of neg. Yeah, that's for you. And when I love 9 kids, I think, how does it happen for everybody? 9 kids, spread that all around. My sister Mary, since she got 4, she only managed to care about 3 of her 4. Sorry, Jim. And like, I don't know how many times I've heard the if I win the lottery speech. Yes. It's like a weekly thing. It's never, I'm going to get a car, I'm going to buy furs, I'm going to get diamond rings. It's always, I'm going to pay off this one's mortgage. I'm going to pay off this one's student loan. I'm going to pay off this. She always looks at me and says, if I win, where do you want to go? The first thing she thinks about when she wins money, she's going to ship me off somewhere. It's a good win on my part, I have to say. So, in case this was a Powerball tonight, I just want to say goodbye now. All these 9 kids, and then halfway through grammar school, she decides to open up a store. Like, what does she think? Like, I have 20 minutes to myself every day, I might start a business. So then she becomes a staple to the neighborhood. And everybody knows my mom. And last week at the reunion, neighborhood reunion, I don't know how many people came up to me and told me, oh, I miss your mom's store, I love that store, how's your mom, how's your mom? And then, now that she's running a household with 12 people and running her own business, she found time to be counter-espionage agent. And then she goes on, and then, I see her, I just keep looking back and how much she gave to all of us. And I remember one thing that pops in my mind about mom, love and sacrifice. It's not just her family, even though family's first. She tried to walk that on with us. She almost succeeded with Elaine. The triumph in itself. But she help people in the neighborhood. I remember Mr. Woods, the shut-in, couldn't get to the store. She constantly sent us over there with books. And then there was Ben, another guy who couldn't get out of his house. And every Christmas, every Thanksgiving, every Easter, she made a meal for him. And had somebody go up and give it to him. And then, well, I don't know how old I was. We were early grammar school. There was this woman in the neighborhood, a young woman who was in a coma and needed range of motion. And she volunteered to go to this house once a week, not only taking care of her 9 kids and a husband and a mom and a house. She went and helped this girl that she doesn't even know. And then now, recently, there's a guy who lives in Mass with who can't get around so well. Mom started giving him rides home. And then the guy asked her for another favor, and then another favor, and she always says no. She always says, I can't believe she's asking me that. And she always says she's not going to do it, but she always does. Because she can't not do it. And then I remember when my dad got really sick. She ended up closing the bookstore that she loved to take care of my dad, who was very ill. And I remember we had a couple of really, really bad nights. And I could see in my mom's face how terrified and overwhelmed she was. But she never gave up, and she never backed down, and she was there for him. And she did everything she could for him, even though it was completely beyond her. And I will always remember that, and how humbled I was by her courage and her strength. And I remember when I was in the hospital, before things got really bad, that I knew something was wrong, and Mom was up there, and she was going to go home, and she had no place to stay that night, and I just said, something's wrong, and she stayed. She slept on a mat in a room in the hospital because her son was terrified and alone, and he was gone. And that's my mom. Every day. Well, some days. And it's hard now for us because we want to show her that in return. But it's hard. She's so used to taking care of us, she won't let us take care of her. Now, let us take care of you. When I mean by us, I mean Jen and Lane. So I thought, when I'm writing this, the guest of honor, I just thought, courage, love, and caring. If you can't get together and honor that, what can you honor somebody's for? Mom, I am honored to be your son. Happy birthday.